On one side of town, a lavish party is ongoing. The women are dressed in pretty, fancy attires, each one costing more than a bag of rice. And the men are having their fill of food. But about 2 kilometers away, the child is gasping for breath as he freezes to death. But it is not the weather that eventually kills him. It is not the lack of warm clothing in the cold that eventually snatches the life out of his nostrils. No. His lifeline was being snatched months before. If you ask his neighbors, they will tell you that they below Baku. But if you look deeper, you'd realize that it was more than the hunger. Where I come from, people do not just die. We do not just close our eyes in death and sleep simply because our time is up. No. In the trenches, we die of a subtraction. We die because something was taken away and was never replaced. We die of a slow, quiet kind of hunger that eats a man from the inside out. In medical jargon, the term is called malnutrition. But over here, we call it the silent thief. But it is the kind of thief that steals a child's smile long before they learn how to speak. Before that boy died, you could see the ribs on his body as though they were strings of a guitar. And the song that guitar played was songs of why me? Why? I remember his eyes that were too big for his head. His stomach that protruded far beneath his legs could carry him. Still, with those same legs, he searched for crumbs of food. You see, the cure to this is balanced diet. But what is balanced diet to a mother who is searching for crumbs just so she can eat and last with her kids and die? But do not tell me that this is how God wants it. God did not make the earth barren. The rains fall, the crops want to grow. This hunger was man-made. It was cooked in a pot of greed, and it was served by men who have never known what it means for their stomach to fold into their spine. Sit on their high horses, building houses with more rooms than they can afford to sleep in, while hiding the grain that is meant for the many. They call it projects and politics. But over here, we call it the silent life. We call it the stolen life. Because every naira that goes into the pocket of a private man is a bowl of pap snatched from a hungry man. Every exotic car that was bought with extra funds is the funeral of a child who never got the chance to run. And no, this is not a pity piece. We do not ask for your pity. We do not ask you to feel sorry for 5 minutes and then return to your feast. No. We simply ask that you stop stealing. We ask that you distribute the food to the mouth it was meant to feed. Because a mother does not care for milk if she cannot afford to buy a cup of rice. We simply ask that you remember that we were made to be our brother's keepers, not our brother's predators. Thank you.